So in this next part, I want to give you a 4-step template to allow making great reels and videos really pop on someone's social media feed. So the 4 steps are: have a hot open, come prepared with some props, know your talking points, and know ahead of time what your CTA or your call to action is actually going to be. So let's break down the 4 steps. So step number 1 is a hot open. This is your first 5, 8, 10 seconds to hook or reel the person in. You don't want them to just keep scrolling through their feed. You want to catch their attention. So you might ask a thought-provoking question. You might do something surprising or unexpected. Essentially, think ahead to how you want to be interesting in especially those first 5 to 10 seconds. That is the most important part of your reel. The next part is to come prepared. And so I like to actually think about bringing in some props when I'm on video. So sometimes I might use things like my healthy plate, especially to demonstrate the point around protein or vegetables or whatever the case might be. Other times, I might have things like a resource I want to talk about, or that might be connected to a lead magnet I'm going to give away, and I have that printed out, ready to go in color to hold up, just to make the video a little bit more interesting. Other times, if I'm doing maybe a continuing education post, it's nice to actually have physical, tangible copies demonstrating sort of what you're reading, what you're learning about when you're on camera talking about it. Sometimes I'll even go as far as having some food demos or food props. So that might be things like having my little healthy snack bucket ready to go to hold up, to pull out items from it. It might be, actually going into my refrigerator and see if I can do this rather quickly, but actually having, a veggie bucket ready to go so that when I'm on camera and talking about the point I want to make, again, on a reel, I can come across as a little bit more interesting because I have a real prop prepped and ready to go. So that would be just a few ideas in the prop department, but of course, be creative. If you're in a gym and you can use props around your facility, if you want to plant yourself in the spaces where you're going to be working with clients, sometimes my prop is just changing the background, going out in nature, or doing a shot somewhere that's a little more interesting. So you can get really creative with your props. In terms of the next bullet point, we want to come in prepared with our speaking points. So we want 1, 2, no more than 3 things. Less is better. Get to the point, know what you need to say, know the main part of the message you want to emphasize. So get in, say it, and get out. And then as we wrap up a video, we want to think about what's called a call to action, or a CTA. So here are a few different types of CTAs you can sprinkle in, and I would actually encourage mixing and matching so you don't have the exact same call to action every single time. So what are some calls to action? It might be to work with you, or how to reach out and connect with you as a coach. It might be to follow you on social media, or to save or share the video. It might be a call to action around your avatar, your watchers, actually changing their behavior. That's a call to action. I might be teaching the veggie bucket and then asking people to go home and make their own veggie bucket in their own refrigerator. If you do any public speaking or you're available to be booked for events, you might remind people that that's something you're available to do. You might ask people to leave a comment down below. That's a form of a call to action. You might ask people, again, to like or share or save the video. And then other ones in terms of the nutrition world is even doing things like you're demoing parts of a healthy recipe, and then maybe you're asking them to try the recipe or download a copy of the recipe and just bring it into their own household. So there's probably many more calls to action than just that, but those are some of my favorites I like to mix and match into the various video as well as written posts that I do. So I hope that 4-step framework of a hot open, make it interesting right off the bat, think about your props, how do you sort of spice it up, get to the point, what's your 1, 2, 3 talking points, and then close it down with a call to action, something you want your audience to do based on watching your video, is a great framework to make awesome online reels. Thanks for watching. I hope you found it helpful. Now, if you've been enjoying LIFTOFF, you're going to love our Prosper Nutrition certification. As a reminder, go add your name to the waitlist, and that's going to unlock an incredible bunch of bonuses for you. You'll get immediate access to our social media starter pack, and that's going to help you attract some more nutrition clients to come work with you. And if you do end up joining the certification, you'll also get a second big bundle of bonuses. Get one-time special pricing, early access to sign up, and you'll also get our fully done for you 6-week nutrition kickstart that you can start to use immediately with your own clients. Everything you need is linked down below, and I hope you'll consider checking it out. Okay, on to the next video in the series.